One of the really cool things you can do in Google Sheets is pull in RSS feeds directly into your spreadsheet. So an RSS feed is basically going to save you the time from going to a website to read the news from that site. If it has RSS feeds, you can pull that information right into your Google Sheets spreadsheet. And so here's how it works. So let's say I go to CNBC, look for their RSS feeds, and I want to pull in business news. So I'll click on this link, copy this URL, and go back into my spreadsheet and use the import feed function. I'm going to put the URL inside quotations. And now if I just close it out like this, it's going to pull in. Now I have to allow access first. And now it's going to pull in all this data. So we've got headlines, I've got links to the article, I've got the date, and now I've got also a summary as well. Now, you may not want to pull in all that information, and you can pick and choose what you want. So if I go back to my original formula here, you can see that if we want to see more details about what we want to pull in, we can click on Learn More, and you'll see a help screen here where we can see all the different things that we want. So we can pull in certain items. We can determine if we want the title, the summary, the URL, when it's created, how many items to pull in. So there's a lot of things that we can customize here. So if I go back into this function, for my query, what I can do is type in, let's say I just want the items and I want the title, for example. So I want items followed by title. So in this case, it's going to return just the title. And then for the headers, I'm going to return a value of true just so I have the headers, but of course you can set them to false. And let's say I just want the first 10 items. Now when I do this, I just have that one column with the header. So I can automatically adjust this if I wanted to, and perhaps maybe set my row height to resize this to fit, let's say 25 or perhaps a bit bigger than that. Let's say 40. There we go. And then what we could do is also wrap this text, set it up so it squeezes in there, and then adjust this based on how long we think, how big we expect it to be. Maybe adjust some aligning here, just so it's structured a bit better. And there we go. So now we've got the title, and this is from CNBC. So if I copy this formula and now go to column B, I can do the same thing. And let's say this time I want to put the actual summary. I want the items and the summary right next to it. Again, same sort of thing. I can apply the text wrapping, expand this out so I've got enough room. And then if I wanted to, let's say add a link to the URL. So again, let's paste this in here. And then after items, let's put URL. And now I've got it more organized in the format that I want. So if you don't put any arguments in it, then obviously it's just going to give you everything. But you can specify that for this column, I want the title. This one, I want the summary. This one, I want the URL. So you can specify how you want it to display. Another example I'm going to show you is Wall Street Journal. So if you go to Wall Street Journal, type in RSS. Again, you'll get a link here. And again, let's pull US business news, copy this value and do the import feed again. It's important just to put it in quotations. And then in this case, if we just leave it blank, again, we're going to have all that pulled in. So in this case, we also have the author and so a bit more detail. So depending on the RSS feed, you may get more or less items than a different feed. But that's where it's really useful, where you can specify the specific columns you want. Like in this case, we have the title and summary and the URL. So it allows us to customize exactly what we want. So in this case, if I just wanted the items title, could do that, set to 10. And now it's a lot more organized and structured. So it's easier to set this up however you want. And so, what we could do is add a header above and say, this is CNBC, and merge this. And then you can start basically building sort of like a homepage where you've got a different feed structured on here. Let's say we follow the same format here, do the same for Wall Street Journal. And we can do that. In this case, we may not want to include the headers or set that argument to false. So if we don't have that, then we just see the headlines and we would know exactly what what that column relates to, because obviously there's only so many things that you can pull in from an RSS feed anyways. So if we want to put the title in here, set up the same sort of logic. Here we'll put the item summary. And then again, do the same thing for the URL. And so depending on how you want to structure it, you can apply a lot of customization to this. And this can be a really easy way to see all the headlines that you're interested in and that you want to track. So you can do whatever site has an RSS feed could potentially get pulled into here, and you can customize it so you have an easy area to see all the news that you're interested in without having to go to these sites. And obviously, if you want to, you can obviously click on the link and open up that URL. But by having it in one place, it can make it really easier. And if you combine this with other data points you may want to pull in, you can potentially create a really useful start page right in Google Sheets. So that's a wrap for this video. If you did like it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.